Hi, my name is Desiree and I am an aspiring author, journalist, and wannabe artist. So I will explain the wannabe artist part in just a minute, but I am first going to explain what you see on the screen. So the other day I got this random urge to draw on paper, and so I ended up doing that, but I didn't get the results that I wanted. I have this, I'm pretty sure I'm a perfectionist, and I just was really upset that I didn't draw better. It was pretty awful. And so I got I guess a little bit sad. I don't really know what that emotion was, but there was definitely disappointment in there. And so I needed something to cheer me up, and so I ended up remembering that I had a Wacom pad. I got this drawing tablet from 2020, I think, and the problem with that is that I had switched it so many times, connecting it to a device, that I couldn't get Clip Studio Paint again, and so that is one of the reasons why I just stopped using it altogether. But the other reason was a constant urge to just give up, because whenever I tried to draw on my drawing pad, I never got the results I wanted. And this was a time when I didn't fully understand patience. I didn't understand not giving up and that kind of thing. And so during high school and before that, I had many different interests and hobbies, and majority of the time I gave them up. I used to practice the guitar, but because it felt like practicing, I didn't like playing it. It was the same thing with volleyball. I did not like practicing, and it's just a mindset I can't avoid. And so it is really hard for me to stick to one hobby. But the other issue is that I change hobbies all the time. I have very different interests in short periods of time. I'll be interested in anime 1 month, and then the next week I'm just more into K-pop or something like that. My interests change so much that I never stick to one hobby. However, there is only one hobby that I actually stick to, and that is writing. And the reason for this is that I never feel like I'm practicing when I'm writing. I always get an end result. It may not be the best, but I do get a result, and it's decent enough for me to be this wasn't so bad. And so I end up writing again, and then I try again and again and again, and I eventually improve over time, or at least I hope I do. But that's not the case with art, with drawing. I practice so much, and I've never seen much improvement. Others will be you are improving, it's cute, or stuff like that. And I know majority of my friends will say that just to make me feel better, but it's still, that voice in the back of my head is still there, that the art that I create is not perfect. And as you saw on the screen, that I wrote, I hate everything that I draw, because that is true. Because every time I tried to draw one headshot a couple of times, and it's because I didn't like the results, and it was all looking bad. And it's this mindset that I can't avoid, and I don't exactly know how to change it. And so yes, I do give up hobbies all the time, and it's a lot. And again, the reason is that it's not good enough. But when I moved off to college and I was away from my home life and got a sense of more freedom than what I'm normally used to, and it really has helped me to expand and to grow as a person. And so I ended up picking up drawing again, and it was just on one of my many sketch pads that I have, and I just started drawing. I found a tutorial for a drawing map of which step you should improve, but eventually during that map I kind of got bored, and just drawing circles and triangles and squares, that just got really boring for me. And so I ended up after a couple of weeks of this, I ended up just drawing dazai. I just drew an anime character because I was bored. And that's when this whole kind of I might just start drawing randomly just draw random anime characters from time to time. Well, I guess not random, it could mostly be just dazai because he's my favorite character from Bungo Stray Dogs. And so this is how I kind of had this mindset of like, I'm gonna draw anime characters now, even though I am still working on that drawing now. It's just I left my notebook in my dorm, and so I don't have like my drawings to record the next part, so I'm just like practicing on my wacom. And so even with me like going off to college, I have learned patience, although I do get antsy. I don't know exactly what it is, but I can't sit still for very, very long unless I'm hyperfixating on something. And as you can see, well, you might be able to see in this like artwork that I was getting antsy. Like, cause this whole like one headshot of dazai took me an hour to do. At least that's what the recording says, and I was getting really antsy by this point, and so I was just trying to like finish it. Also, my eyes were hurting because I have this thing called vertigo, and so looking at a screen oftentimes makes me really, really dizzy, but that is a story for another time. But now that I got like all of that out of the way, I want to talk about my projects that I am currently working on. So one is obviously I'm writing a novel. It's technically 2, but the second one like the story idea, the idea came to me when I was in my ethnic studies class, and it's a short story. It's going to be about 100 pages, so it'd be a lot quicker than writing like a full novel, but that is what I am currently working on. I don't have a lot of pages right now, but I am slowly working on it because I am a slow writer, and I'm totally okay with that because it's fun to write. And the other thing that I am working on is my journalism stuff. So about a year ago, I bought my domain for my blog and then for my shop, and this is the concept of giving up because I didn't know how to approach my blog or my shop, like advertising, that kind of thing. I didn't know how to approach that, so I kind of just stopped until I got to college, and I actually took a class called Introduction to Multimedia Journalism, and we used WordPress. And the other thing is that I also got a mentor through this Aspire journalism program, and so my mentor is helping me with my shop and like getting it up and running. Well, technically it is up and running, but like I haven't advertised it, so no one knows that it exists except for like my close friends and some of my family. And so I have been I'm going to be posting a lot more on my blog, and it is called Starstreamnews. And so I have 5 blog stories up, but I will be posting more frequently now that I actually have the skills of a journalist, because I took I forgot what it's news and reporting. That was the very first class. It's a prerequisite for all other journalism classes, and so I will be using those skills to be posting more often on my blog. Like I already have 2 stories lined up, and the basis of my blog is a theory hub, fandom hub, and then a personal life hub. Well, I guess it's not really a hub for the personal life, but for the personal life I'll be posting like my results with the Sleepy Girl mocktail or a book review, that kind of thing, like something that is strictly within my personal life. But for the theory hub, like the very first story that I've always wanted to do was the Phantom Hive twin theory and just put it all in one place. The fandom hub is going to be more like what is going on in the fandom, and like keep in mind that I will only write about anime, manga, and games that I like, because I'm not going out of my way to do stuff that I don't want to write about, because that's just not going to be fun. So that is one project. The other project I said before was my shop. It is called themushroommystique, and the main things that I am selling are crocheted items and jewelry. So I am currently making a bunch of crocheted plushies that I'm going to attempt to go to the farmer's market, and everything that does not sell at the farmer's market I'm going to put in a witch's brew, or you may know it as a crow's nest, where you basically just put a bunch of different stuff in a pot or a bowl and you mix mix it and people buy scoops out of the witch's brew. So that is another thing that I am working on, and I will be trying to post more on YouTube as well. I am currently editing a Minecraft video because I do stream on Twitch, and my Twitch is totally not Desiree. And the thing is that I actually really hate editing for like Minecraft videos or gaming videos. I found that I am decently okay with editing audio, but I'm not okay with editing video. Video is so tedious, and so I don't know how often I will be posting gaming videos unless it is like really rough cut and like no, or basically no trims of the video or anything, because again, I get really antsy and video editing is so boring, which is why I'm probably going to be posting more speed paints and like talking over it and like just narration of what's going on in my life and just random things I'm interested in. So yeah, so that's basically it. So thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. That feels really awkward to say. And thank you for watching. Bye. Hello, this is editor Desiree right here. So I had originally like narrated for I think 15-ish minutes, but I ended up cutting a lot of stuff, especially with like a lot of pauses and things like that. So I ended up with like 10 minutes. So there is, the total of the video is 13 minutes, I believe. So I'm just gonna raise up the volume for the music.